This is breaking news.
Diddy's open secrets: the rap mogul shook off decades of rumored bad behavior with wholesome PR revamps. A natural-born party promoter, Sean Combs could work any room. Chatting with hedge fund manager Ray Dalio in 2019, Diddy broadcast a voracious hunger for knowledge, plying his mentor for career advice. "I don't want to make the most money. I want to be known for giving the most money away." Dropping into New York rap radio station Power 105.1's The Breakfast Club amid a noisy return to music last year, he served liquor, talked about spirituality, and cracked pause jokes in quick succession. That disconcerting closeness of the cosmic and carnal was par for the course for Combs, an altar boy turned entrepreneur whose career is a monument to these and other striking dualities. His business empire blossomed across the 90s and the early aughts in spite of jarring investigations into his enterprises and morals. He cultivated an affable, absurdist air, offsetting his worst press, which in turn always tugged against his wholesome revamps. Now, as Combs fights an array of allegations of ghastly violence and sex trafficking that figure into a few different decades of his career and endures FBI raids on his homes, how much of his public persona may have been a deliberate, face-saving con is becoming clear. The Harlem native overcame profound adversity as a child when his father, an associate of legendary heroin kingpin Frank Lucas, was murdered in 1972, and his mother worked overtime to stay afloat. "One day we woke up," the 54-year-old explained last year on Apple Music's Love Radio with Diddy, "and there was so many roaches on my face and I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to be somebody." Combs earned the nickname Puff for his temper, which was also the impetus for his hip-hop empire. He made a splash organizing events at Howard University and sought out Uptown Records founder Enter Harrell when he returned to New York, but the relationship soured as the intern's ambitions as an executive grew, sparking a split between Combs and Uptown that facilitated the foundation of Bad Boy Records in 1993, with Puff and the Notorious Big as its dynamic duo. Biggie's murder in 1997 punched a hole in Combs' life and label roster and set off a brief but powerful reassessment of the pervasiveness of violence in hip-hop. Dancing through his pain while performing I'll Be Missing You at the MTV VMAs in 1997, Diddy became an avatar for our distress. Fans bonded with him in grief, focusing less on accountability for the volatile coastal rap feud that had claimed the lives of Biggie and Tupac. By the end of the 90s, with the launch of his clothing line Sean John, Diddy entered the same precarious entrepreneurial ascent as Jay-Z. They started small, founding businesses that succeeded at marketing a rapper's cool to the masses, just as Run DMC had parlayed a love of Adidas into music's first sneaker deal. Combs' fashion line, Sean John, offered fans a simulacrum of their shiny-panted icon's velvet tracksuit at a more affordable price, even as he dodged high-profile cases. The fact of the matter is some people find a hip-hop heavyweight behaving like a crime boss alluring in the same way they hunger for gladiatorial strife between rappers. When Vanilla Ice claimed that Death Row Records founder Suge Knight shook him down on a balcony in the early 90s, and when Jay-Z was accused of stabbing rap exec Lance Rivera in 1999, the hip-hop community viewed the incidents as evidence that those men would stop at nothing to get their way in a business relationship. This is our dance with Diddy, a general in hip-hop's march toward mainstream dominance and corporate legitimacy between the 90s and the aughts. His extensive track record of romantic hit songs is forever punctuated by a series of shocking scandals and matching feats of death-defying image reform. He seemed to resist the impression that he was Knight's foil, and his plays to maintain control of this narrative have been illuminating. "I felt like I disappointed the hip-hop community," Combs told MTV's Kurt Loder in 1999, after allegedly beating NASA's former manager Steve Stout with a champagne bottle and a telephone. He continued, "Because everything I do I'm trying to be a team player in taking hip-hop to the next level." After initially denying the allegations, he pleaded guilty to a reduced harassment charge and was ordered to serve 1 day in an anger management program. Before the year was out, though, Combs, then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, and bad boy rapper Shyme were in jail following a nightclub shooting that left 3 people injured a day after Christmas. Lopez's charges were dropped. Combs was acquitted on gun possession and bribery charges. Prosecutors had unsuccessfully argued that he wanted his bodyguard to take his weapon, and Shyne spent much of the aughts in prison before he was deported to Belize in 2009.